The Pinavia Interchange is a true work of art. This masterpiece of traffic engineering separates all lanes in the middle and brings them over and around each other in a mesmerizing circular pattern, ensuring everything is totally free-flowing with no weaving or conflicts whatsoever. The technique I'm using is about 95% vanilla and can be done with absolutely no mods whatsoever, but I'm using precision engineering for easier measurement. I believe a variation of this technique was first created by a user named HK Cities Skylines, but correct me if I'm wrong. To start, we need to set up some guide roads so we have a good reference point. Keep all of your road guidelines on and draw 15-unit segments between the guidelines starting at the approximate middle point between the main highways like this, and then add a second road at 90 degrees and 2 more at 10 units to create a box to connect here, and then make a 45-degree angle between them. Next, draw it out this way at 20 units. Leaving 4 units of space between each, create 2 4-unit roads like this. These will be our main guides and starting points. Go ahead and delete everything except those 2 roads and give yourself enough empty space to work. Now, we need some reference roads for the guidelines. So create 5 small segments like this about 1 unit apart. At the point where the 2 guidelines here meet, create a 12-meter high elevated curved road, 20 units on each side. It is important that the curve is at 90 degrees, so use the curved road tool for a precise bend. At the center node of the bend, we need another set of guide roads. Draw 5 units down and then another 15 units. And at the node created at the 5th unit, make a short segment to the right like this. This is going to give us road guidelines that we'll need for ramps. Starting at the node on the left side, make 2 15-unit elevated ramps at 3 meters high, and then 2 3-unit ramps going down starting at the end of the middle segment. We'll need to connect them up using 12-meter high elevated roads and curve them down to the short segments like this to create a smooth slope, and then delete the short segments at the end. Using these 2 end guide roads, draw curves about to here. Next, we'll need to create 2 roads starting at 3 meters high here and then elevate them to 12 meters, ending at the center node of the initial bend we created, and keep them 12 meters high to cross the lower ramps towards the guide roads. Now it's time to delete all of your guides. This is the base of the entire design, and we will need to repeat it 3 more times. You'll need to start at the outermost ramp each time, drawing the 20-unit curve from that ramp, and then repeat the same process. For the 4th curve, make sure that the outer ramp connects to the innermost 12-meter high ramp like this. If the angle of the curve isn't 90 degrees, or at least within about a 0.1 or 0.2 degree variance, something was off in your initial layout and the whole interchange won't be straight, which is okay if you don't mind a little weirdness. Next, you'll need to upgrade those guide road bends to 1-lane ramps and make sure that all of your directionality flows in the correct way. Now we need to add the right turn ramps. It's as simple as following the general road guidelines along the edges and then coming to the other side and connecting it up with a sweeping curve. To connect back to the main highway, start from the middle and slope it down to ground level, and then connect the 3-lane highway back up, and then add the other 2 ramps like this. It's not a perfect process, and you may have to play around with it. Double check your directionality on everything again before connecting it up to your main highway system. So the traffic flow for this interchange is actually quite good at 83%. So if you're looking for a fun challenge and don't want to do a standard stack interchange, this is definitely better. So it's not practical in all situations, but building something like this is a great way to flex on your friends. Up next, I'm going to show you how to build another beautiful interchange, the single point partial cloverleaf. So click here to watch, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more quick tips.